Ex-girl got exposed on FB and all she can say to me is, "Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story." Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. Update: I want to thank everyone for the support and kind words as well as the guidance. Most of you, even those younger, have more relationship experience than I do. Looking back, I've been enabling her and haven't seen it for so long. Many of you said this is just as much her fault as it is his, if not more. You are right. Mental illness, anxiety, depression are all valid, but don't make her actions okay. The coworker that contacted me said the wife and family know and are obviously very hurt. I am going to go for an STD test as well as seek therapy. Our lease was up after February, but the landlord had someone interested and said she would pay me back for the last month if I can leave, so I will be finding a new place ASAP. All password changed, joint accounts taken care of, credit was already frozen. I think I have everything covered as far as that goes. Last I knew, the not getting married question would come up. We have actually been engaged since 2016. Her father's cancer came back early 2017 and he died March 2018. She hasn't been in any headspace since to get married. We were planning again for 2020, but we moved and then COVID hit. I had my reservations about getting married before she fixed her mental health and anxiety issues, as well as her letting her physical fitness completely go downhill as well. I know now it wasn't ever going to get fixed with us together and me there for her. This is all a valuable experience and is for the best, as most of you have said. Thank you. Original post. September of this year would have made 10 years with GF. We have been together since college. We are the only people we have each been with for more than a few months. The only people we had each slept with. We have grown into adults together. Experienced all life has to offer, both good and bad. Last March, right before Corona hit, we sold our house and moved from a small town in a rural state to the suburbs of a much more populated state outside a major city for a promotion I got. She was hesitant to go, but we wanted to have new life experiences and see what living in a more populated area had to offer, so we went for it. When COVID hit, she couldn't find a job for months. She finally did, but was not happy with it. Her mental health declined, as I was working 6 and 7 days a week as a manager for an essential business during the pandemic. At the start of November, she said she had a mental breakdown at work and couldn't go back for a while. She then left for 8 nights unannounced and did not communicate much at all. Said she was staying with her one good work friend, but there were other people with them doing drugs. They were working on getting another friend into rehab. I was shocked and worried because this was not like her at all. She comes back for a week. Tries going back to work and can't even make it a full day. Quits. At this point she's apologizing, saying she needs to focus on her mental health. She has to get through this on her own. Needs some time and space. Ends up getting her own place without telling me. Moves out most of her stuff. The whole time I'm trying to support her, be there for her, give her space, whatever she needs. She keeps apologizing. I knew something was going on. A month later, one of her former coworkers FB messages me a picture of her and this guy taking a selfie. Says she's sorry, but I needed to know. Says they have been seeing each other since September. The guy is married with kids and his wife had cancer not long ago. Says he's also a recovering addict who relapsed at the start of the year. She finally calls and confesses the next day after I messaged her about it. Says they're in love. Her a 28F is in love with a 50M recovering, maybe married drug addict. He treats her right and takes care of her in ways I don't. He is almost certainly manipulating her. I think this all stems from the passing of her father in 2018 from his own cancer battle. She has never grieved and processed any of that trauma. She also has childhood trauma from her mother being a drug addict. Daddy issues, lots of trauma. Depression means she is an easy target for abuse and manipulation. We're obviously done for good, but I wanted to share my story because I feel that it is an unusual one and I am feeling alone in a place without friends or family to talk to right now. Second story. Before meeting this girl, I was the type of guy who wouldn't allow any potential woman to jerk me around since I considered it unhealthy and immature for the lady to do so, and already knew that she can never be the one to have a worthy relationship with. But then I fell hard for this girl who was crazy about me, and we quickly escalated things and moved into a relationship. We dated for a year and then she met this random bloke online who apparently understood her better than me, and she was hoping that he'd make a great friend. She took exactly 2 months from there on to discard me like a piece of trash and emotionally abused me. This lady dumped me for the guy she told me not to worry about, used to flirt with him right in my face while we were dating, and I never explicitly blamed her for all this because I was in love, right? Why should I act like a controlling boyfriend? Post the discard. While I lamented her loss for 8 straight months, this lady went on with that guy, flirted heavily with him all this time, and I am not sure what cooked in between them since we were in no contact. You know, I became so weak. During those last months before discarding me, she treated me like a doormat, and yet, I never had the balls to confront her because I feared losing her. I used to curse myself at times about where does that lost version of mine exist now, the one who never used to care a hoot about such toxic women and continuously wondered why am I putting up with this crap. After 8 months of no contact, she hit me up just 9 days ago and somehow told me that she still flirts with that guy and they're keeping in touch. Any sane guy would have exited right away, but I was so weak that I put up with that crap because she came back. Yes, I was acting that weak and real. Over course of the previous 9 days, I had 0 apologies, no remorse for her actions, but rather she kept treating me like trash. Replying to my texts after 2 hours, putting in just 1 sentence as a response, and then running away for 2 hours again, coming back and putting in 1 sentence, and then off for 2 hours again, all the while blaming her work and hectic day. I, the weak moron, fell for this lie of hers again, but a part of me was still skeptical that something might be fishy. And what I discovered today was enough for me to have my strength back. This woman, after barely dropping me 1 sentence, ran off for 2 hours mingling with her affair partner while I was being gaslighted stating the work and a busy day. I had it enough, honestly. Bloody lies all the time and no respect for me. I've realized that she hasn't changed over 8 months. The lies are still there, she still craves excitement from her flirt buddy, and the top-notch manipulation has gotten all the more worse. I simply told her that I'm walking out, no blame game, and nothing. Started the conversation and told her I'm exiting. She tells me that I'm being weird. Maybe yes I am, but I'm not going to blame her to let her have the way this time. I'm not going to confront her for the lies she's been still telling me. She isn't worth the truth. The weak man stood up for himself today, folks, and I've realized that I would not want this woman in my life ever again. The door will be forever slammed. I'm all teary that I could stand up for myself. I've finally found the lost me. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.